People are talking about your business online, whether you like it or not. In other words, I know some of you out there have websites. Some of you have chosen not to go online, and that's certainly up to you. But I want you to understand that whether you want to be online or not, you already are. By this I mean people are talking about your business online. They're giving you reviews. In fact, there are places online that people can go where you can just leave a review for a business, then other people go there to check it out. In this cartoon, you can see two people having an interaction, where one is saying, "Have you ever been to Bob's Restaurant?" The other one says, "I haven't. Is it good?" This person now has just been given a lot of power because they're going to express their opinion about the service they had at Bob's Restaurant, and this person here is most likely going to listen to what they have to say so much more than they would listen to an ad on the radio, even an article in the newspaper, because reviews are really, really important. It shouldn't be a surprise then that many review websites have sprung up across the internet. Review websites play a huge role in your business. Again, I want you to understand that this is happening regardless of whether or not you have a website out there. You are more than likely you're out there on these review websites and people are talking about you. When I talk about review websites, there's literally hundreds, but some of the more popular ones would include Google Maps, Judy's Book, Yelp, CitySearch, the Yahoo directory, and many, many more. Let me give you a few statistics about these review directories. I want you to understand how popular they are. CitySearch gets close to 100,000 visitors per day. Per day! Just last year, traffic on Yelp rose 60%. Google has stated that 20% of searches on Google are related to location. That means that whenever someone sits down in front of their computer and uses Google, at least 1 out of 5 times their search is going to be tied to something local, meaning that they're looking for a local restaurant or a local salon or a local plumber. Why you should care? Let's take a look here at the different directories, and you can see the amounts of impressions that they've been getting. 381 million at Google Local. Judy's Book, 273,000. Again, this is just in a month. Merchant Circle, 9 million. MapQuest, 78 million. Is that tremendous or what? Why you should really care. Let's take a look here. Let's say, for example, that you are in Chicago and you're looking for a salon. You sit down at your computer and you type in Chicago, Illinois salons, and this comes up here. Now we have these different salons. You can see that the second one here, Estee Spa and Salon, they have an average of 2.5 reviews. I'm sorry, with 2.5 stars for the reviews. This is very concerning because put yourself in the shoes of the person looking on the website here. Here we type in salons, and here this person has the second spot on Google, which normally would be a fantastic thing, result in a lot of traffic. However, because they are their reviews here are only 2.5 stars, this is going to leave a very bad taste in someone's mouth. Now let's take it a step further. Let's say that this salon and spa has spent a lot of money to advertise themselves. When people hear ads on the radio or see it in the newspaper, oftentimes they go to Google and they type in the name of the salon. The first thing that's going to come up is going to be this here, and it's going to say 2.5 stars. So this can be really, really bad for your business, because if there are negative reviews out there, when people go to check up on your business before they come in, they're going to find them, and it's going to dissuade them from coming into your place of business. When Google looks to determine which businesses should be appearing on the first page of the search results, being listed in the local directories and having a positive stream of reviews is very, very important. Again, looking at this picture here, you can see that these all have had reviews left for these places. Places that do not have reviews, well, they're not going to be doing as well. Bad reviews jeopardize your advertising campaign. I can't stress this enough. Let's say, for example, that a business advertises in the local newspaper. This puts their business in front of many, many consumers. The customer researches the business online, and they say, "Oh, hey, here's such and such plumber. Before I call them out to fix my leaky faucet, I'm going to check them up online." When they do that, they're going to be exposed to these review sites. Let's say that there's a positive review. person reads a positive review, and this further solidifies the notion that they want to contact you. They give you a call, and you get their business. That's great. However, let's say that they research your business online and they read a negative review. The customer is not going to visit your business. Now you're in a situation where you just spent good money to advertise somewhere, and then your advertising is being jeopardized by these negative reviews that are online. Now, I see a lot of you shaking your heads. You know how this goes. You've probably read negative reviews about your business online already, and it's terrible. It's a really terrible thing. So what in the world can we do? Negative reviews are costing you business. That's the bottom line here. Well, I want you to understand that I understand that bad reviews happen, and in fact, they happen so much more often than good reviews. I call this the bad review dilemma. You can see here we have someone that is not very happy with the service that they've just received. This is something I call the cold hard truth. When a customer loves their service, the chances they'll leave a review are small. I mean, you know how it is. I've gone to restaurants all the time that I have a nice meal, but it's not really on my mind to go home and log onto the computer and leave a positive review. I'm just not motivated, and honestly, it's a lot to ask of a customer to do that. However, when a customer is disappointed with their service, the chances they'll leave a review are so much higher. Again, you know how this is as well. And you go somewhere and you have a terrible experience, you get angry and you want to do something. You want to get back at the service, and a way that you can damage a business greatly, unfortunately, is to go home and log onto your computer and leave a negative review. And that's going to cost them so much business. And customers, now they have this power. Now, I know how business is. I know that you hire people, and sometimes you have someone that doesn't do a good job, and it's a poor reflection on your company, and there's a bad experience for a customer. Of course, you want to do whatever you can to rectify it, but that doesn't get out there on the internet. What gets out there is the angry person. I know that sometimes you have customers that are just super impossible to work with. Believe me, I've seen that too. And no matter what you do, you can't have the person be happy, and they're going to be angry. I know that sometimes you'll have your competition go out there and leave negative reviews for you, and this is a terrible thing that they do this, but you know what? They do it and they get away with it, and it happens. So what can you do to fight back? Well, it's time to put the gloves on, because I have some solutions that you can use today to help combat this. Don't let negative reviews cost you business. When appropriate, create an official response. Now, this isn't always the best idea, especially with older reviews. If you check your accounts online on a regular basis and a negative one pops up and you say to yourself, I remember when they were in my place of business yesterday and I know what they're talking about, then you can respond to them. Sometimes, when a negative review is out there and there's a sensible response from the business owner, it helps. Not always. One time where it doesn't help is if the review was left 2 years ago and you're just finding it now. I would not go out there and dig this up, because when you respond, then the person that left the review, they might get angry and they might leave more reviews, and you're just kind of, you're stirring the pot from something that was already settled. The best thing you can do is post as many positive reviews as you can, because you do not have the power to take the negative ones down, but you do have an influence in getting more positive ones out there. So how do you get people to leave reviews for your business? This is a problem because the review sites will only accept one or a few reviews from the same computer, because of course it'd be easy if you just sat down at your computer and entered a whole bunch of positive ones in, because I'm sure you have letters sitting around of reviews that people have left for your business, and you know what? It would be great if they could be online, because they're not doing much good sitting in your office. But if you want to do this, you would notice that after you got one review up there, the computer, they're not going to let you do anymore, because they're going to say, only one per computer, which makes sense, because they don't want someone leaving multiple reviews from the same computer. So what do you do then? Well, you can give your clients a paper explaining exactly what to do to post your review. Let's take, for example, the case of a restaurant. Your waiter or waitress that you have working there could be very tuned in to the fact of whether or not the people enjoyed their meal. If they really enjoyed it, then you could give them a piece of paper that says, do you enjoy your meal here today? We would love it if you would leave us a review at CitySearch or a review at Google Maps. And give them a link where to go to be able to do it. What you're doing is you're encouraging them, you're pushing them in the right direction to leave you a review. Offer an incentive if necessary. You can tell them, if you leave us a review and then come in, print the review out once you've left it and bring it in and show us, and we will give you $5 off your next meal. You also want to vary the places for reviews. You don't want to tell everybody to go to the same place. You want to, say, have one day hand out, say, would you leave me review Google Places, and the next day hand out some papers to customers. Would you like to leave me a review at Yelp? Mix it up a bit. So you also want to spread the reviews out over time. It doesn't look the greatest when there's 100 reviews in 1 month and then none the next 6. That looks fishy, and people aren't going to like that. You want to make sure the more natural this can be, the better it's going to be. My company provides this service as well, because honestly, I know this is a lot to ask. We're talking about, having you, ask your customers to go home, go to their computer, type an account, reveal who they are, all that kind of stuff. In my opinion, the much easier approach is to, a person comes in and you just say to them, I'm glad that you enjoyed your meal. Would you mind if we posted that on the internet on your behalf? And you could just ask them to give you, 2 or 3 sentences describing their meal, and you just write it down. So, the point of this is to make it as easy as possible for them. So they just say, oh yeah, you know what, my steak was awesome. I loved how tender it was. This is a really nice restaurant. I plan on coming back here again. And that's it. And then you just, you could take their first name, last initial, and my company, you can just send it to me. And then what we do is we post it to these review places. Again, the Google Places directory is incredibly important. When I talk about review sites, the Google directory is one of the most important. It's a directory that has reviews as well. People often ask me, what do you do? How do you get your website to rank better in the search engines? And I got to tell you, something that is really, really popular right now are these local directories. By registering in these local directories, you strengthen the credibility of your business online. Listings such as Google Places give you the opportunity to list things such as pictures, videos, and more. So in other words, if you go to Google and you type in a business name, you'll see that the thing that comes up at the top of the search engines now are these links that shows it's taken from this Google directory, and in there you can have a picture of your business. You can have, of course, this is where the custom reviews are. Essentially, you have a chance to tell Google a bit more about your business. Important business directories include Google Places, Yahoo Local, Bing, Windows Live Local, City Search, Insider Pages, Yelp, TrueLocal, AOL Local, Local.com, Super Pages, Big Book, Judy's Book, Yellow Book, and more. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you take the time to go to each of these places and register with them, you're going to be rewarded greatly. Now I want to show you a case study of the power of an optimized Google Places listing. Again, all this means is going to Google Places, Google Maps. It's the same thing. Claiming your business, taking the time to let them know more about your business, and then also getting positive reviews coming in. You can see here this is an example of when a listing was claimed. Traffic increased from 1,500 impressions per month to over 5,000 impressions per month, and you can see that it's almost immediate. This is crazy. Here we had a gradual increase from an average of 40 impressions to over 300 per day, and here we had 60 impressions per day to over 450 per day. Again, we're talking about tremendous increases here, and what it boils down to is taking the time to let the internet know more about your business. I'm talking about registering your business with the local directories. I'm talking about encouraging customers to leave reviews for you. Again, these are things that you can do yourself, and that's what I'm here to teach you about today. But I know that some of you think they're good ideas, but you don't want to do them yourself, which is what my company does. I would love to sit down with you and talk to you about reviews. What we could do is, for free, I would be happy to take a look at the reviews that have been left for your business. What I'll do is I'll go and I'll look through the different directories and we'll find what's already out there so we can understand If there aren't any reviews, then of course we want to get some out there. If there are some negative ones, then we want to work, fast to be able to get some good ones out there. Either way, we want to increase the positive influence of customers that have come into your business and had a good experience. People need to know about that, and sometimes you have to push a little bit. So what my company does is, one of the things that my company does is that we can help you get these positive reviews circulated across the internet. We have the ability to be taking these positive reviews. Now, we're not going to make up reviews for you. I want to make sure that you understand that you need to provide us with actual positive reviews that your customers have left, and if you don't have any, that's okay, because we can coach you to get them from your customers as well. And once you give them to us, then we will take care of getting them out there. And again, you can see here firsthand the benefits of getting this stuff out there is tremendous. So I hope that we're able to have a chance to sit down with you and talk with you. If not, I hope that you've been able to learn from what I've shared today, because you really do need to become more aware of these things that are out there, getting positive reviews for your business, and also getting your listing claimed in these local directories. And again, these are two specialties that my company does and has done really well. So I look forward to talking with you about that, and thank you for your time today.